Hello, this is Data About Us, Summary Notes 3.3. Is it worth the wait? Determining and describing variability using the MAD. So the mean absolute deviation, or the MAD, is the average distance or the mean distance from the mean of all data values. Okay, so our first thing, find the mean absolute deviation of the following. Step 1, we find the mean. Okay, so I add them up, divide by 8, and I get 75. Okay, then my second step, find how far each number is from the mean. So this is kind of like when we found that missing piece of data. This is called the deviation. When you deviate from something, you go off it. So therefore, how far off is 80 from 75? It is 5. How far off is 80 from 75, our mean? It is 10. How far is 81 from our mean? That is 6. How far is 0? 0 is a piece of data. 0 is 75 from the mean. 85 is 10. 90 is 15. 87 is 12. And 92 is 17. Okay, so step 1 was to find the mean. Step 2, how far does each data value deviate, or how far away from is it from the mean? And now step 3, find the mean of the deviation. So I'm going to find now the mean of this set of data. So I'm going to add them all. And divide that also by 8 values. Okay, when I get that, I get 18.75. So when the mean deviation is large, and that's pretty large, 18.75, that means on average, most of the numbers are 18 points away from the mean. So when the mean deviation is large, that means that the mean is not relevant. Okay, that means there might be an outlier. I guess we should say there may be an outlier. The smaller the MAD, the closer the data set is to the mean. So when it's bigger, you're saying, I have a lot of variability in my data. Okay, if you look here, we have that 0 in there. I mean, that's a huge outlier. Okay, without that 0, then our MAD would be a whole lot closer because our data, there was not a lot of variability with that. But that 0 gave us a lot of variability. So let's try on this one. Okay, so again, our first step, find the mean of these numbers. So I'm adding them. Okay, 21. And then I'm dividing it by 6. And my mean is going to end up to be a decimal. So because I'm doing my mean absolute deviation, let's just say approximately 40. Okay, that'll make our life a little bit easier. Then I want to see how far are these numbers away from 40. Okay, so 61, maybe I'll put it above it. Okay, this is 21 away from the mean. This is 20, this is 13 away. This is 2 away, 7, 12 away, and 19. So now I'm going to take those numbers and find the mean of those numbers. Okay, and what that becomes, okay, is 72 divided by 6, which is 12. So the mean absolute deviation, or the MAD, is 12. Okay, so we still have a lot of variability, not as much as the one above. And we can see that with our numbers. They vary a lot. So that is how we find the mean absolute deviation.